penultimate race on the card is the 7th race, come Sunday or a little bit later this afternoon, depending when you're watching this production. It's a 76 handicap for fillies and mares over 1,000 metres. 5 to 4 is the off time. Graham, not to sound like a stuck record or to beat on the same drum, but it's a 76 handicap, and there are lots in with chances.
Toughest race on the card.
There we go. So, toughest race on the card. We've heard it from Hawkeye. Let's try and help you and make it not so tough. 1 Bella Ballerina, again from the bang-in form stable of Yogas Govender. Atandiwe Magutwa rides. Drawn 1, right up the inside of the Hollywood Bets Scottsville Straight. Never too far off the action. It has been 550 days since she's last won, but got to have a chance. But for me, the key, not the key, the principal contender, the one they all have to fear most is number 4, Solar Flare, who is consistent, but it's only had one start at the course and wasn't placed. I don't know if we should judge Solar Flare on that effort, but she's got to have a chance.
Solar Flare comes in with a bright chance. Yeah, I agree with you. You can't judge her on a sole run at Hollywood Bet Scottsville. She comes into the race in pretty good form behind Nakia, behind Vivid Jet. She will again race with a compression mask. She's been priced up co-favourite at 5 to 1. They're betting 5 to 1 the field. I'd be surprised, Warren, if they're not betting 6 and 7 to 1 the field by the time race time comes around. It's that difficult. My value in the race is number 9, Sophia Erin. And I only mention it because I think our viewers out there would do well just to throw her into the play somewhere. She's a 3-year-old daughter of Vercingetorix. Her course and distance form is 3 starts for a win in 2 seconds. Now, she recently changed stables. She made her debut for the Pat Lund stable the other day, and things went awry at the start. And when things go awry at the start over 1,000 metres at Hollywood Bets Grable, that's pretty much your race done and dusted. You don't have a chance to recover. She was hampered at the start, and notwithstanding that she only ran 10th out of 12, she was only 4 lengths off the winner. She's back at her favourite hunting ground. With that run under the belt for the new stable, I'm expecting a lot of improvement from number 9, Sophia Erin. But having said that, clearly there are so many others with chances that I only mention her as a possible each-way inclusion and not to be ignored as far as the exotics are concerned. 10 Soiree came back to form last time, could repeat. 11 Croisette, always held in high regard by the stable, showing signs of coming to her best form. 12 Kalula comes out of a maiden win. She's joint favourite at 5 to 1, so a lot of respect in the marketplace for the lightly raced daughter of Toreador Kalula. Mindset finished behind Kalula and then came out to win her maiden. Solar Flare probably sets a standard. Bella Ballerina, It Must Be Love. There's only one surefire way of getting through this leg of the pick 6 and the jackpot, and that's to include the field. Anything else is high risk and you're taking a chance.
Let's go back to Sophia Erin, because there's one horse that you haven't mentioned that I'd like to mention and tell you why. But going back to Sophia Erin, I had a word with Keegan DeMello last time when he rode Sophia Erin, and he was of the opinion, like you are, go back up the straight. She loves the straight. She's not so great around the turn, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing come Sunday. And you think that does worry me about Sophia Erin? If you go back a couple of runs when she won her maiden, she beat Kinski's Tune, who, well, either is still going to be a maiden or would have won his maiden by now, because Kinski's Tune, the filly, runs in the 4th race on today's card. The point I'm trying to make is that, you know, that maiden race wasn't the strongest. So that does worry me, but I'm very encouraged to see Sophia Erin back up the straight at Scottsville.
Yeah, the form, you can certainly pick holes in the form. Her maiden win wasn't strong, but she has run well in better company subsequent to that. We haven't mentioned Deep Thought. Obviously, that comes into the race with a chance, but we can go on and on. You pays your money here, you takes your chances. I do like 11 Croisette. I think she's going to continue to improve and come back to the kind of form that she showed earlier in her career, but there is no result here that would surprise me.
Absolutely. A tough race. And before I close, the 7th race, number 7, Wildly in Love, is also worth a mention, dropping from a 86 handicap to a 76 handicap come Sunday. Blinkers go on. That Vivid Jet race was a competitive race, and Wildly in Love finishing less than 5 lengths wasn't disgraced. So another one that could certainly have a chance, but it's been 490 days since she's last tasted success. All in all, a tough race. We've given the 7th race the time that we feel it deserves because it is competitive. Let's move on to race 8. But we do suggest you try and include as many in your PAs pick sixes, etc., as you can afford.